So in previous class we were discussed the design of shaft on base of torsional rigidity, that is angle of deflection, and torsional rigidity, lateral rigidity, that is deflection of shaft. Design of shaft based on torsional rigidity. The angle of twist or torsional deflection theta in radians may be obtained by using the relation T by J equal to G theta by L. So in this, theta is the angle of deflection, so angle of twist, so that is theta equal to TL by GJ. The torque on shaft is Newton mm, J equal to polar moment of inertia, mm power 4. G is the modulus of rigidity, that is Newton per mm square. Theta equal to angle of deflection in radians. The deflection of shaft for various types of loads may be computed by using the formula y equal to constant into WL cube by EI. Y is the lateral deflection, W is load on shaft. So L is a supported length of a shaft. E is modulus of elasticity, that is Newton per mm square. I is moment of inertia, mm power 4. On completion of this period, you would be able to design the shaft on basis of torsional rigidity and lateral rigidity for the solid and hollow shafts. So first we'll see the problem. A mild steel shaft transmitting power is subjected to a torque of 2860 Newton meter if angle of twist is 1 degree in length of 1498 mm. The modulus of rigidity is 0.79 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. Calculate the diameter of shaft in mm. So a torque equal to 2860 Newton meter. So that is 28.6 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton mm. Theta is 1 degree in length of 1498 mm. G is 0.79 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. So from this, first we'll take the torsional equation T by J equal to G theta by L. In this equation, we know the value of T and G value is given, theta is given, and L is given. From this, the unknown value is G. So here what we need to find is the J value. So here to find out J value from the above equation, J equal to TL by G theta. So T is 28.6 into 10 to the power of 5 and into L is 1498 by 0.79 into 10 to the power of 5 into pi by 180. So J equal to 3098936.7 mm power 4. So J equal to here value is pi into d to the power of 4 by 32. So D equal to 4th root of 32 J by pi. So here we are substituting the value of J, that is 3098936.7. So the D value is 75 mm. So in this formula, it is in this problem. So here angle of twist is given, that is 1 degree. So from this you are going, that's why we are going to design, we are designed this problem based on the torsional rigidity. And moreover here there is no extra load on the shaft, so it has only angle of twist. So that's why we designed the shaft based on the torsional rigidity. So second problem is a hollow shaft with the diameter ratio 3:5 is required to transmit a torque of 35,820 Newton meter. The shearing stress in the shaft must not exceed 60 Newton per mm square. And the twist over a length of 3 meter must not exceed 1 degree. Calculate the size of the shaft satisfying these conditions. Take G equal to 80 giganewton per meter square. Small d by capital D equal to 3:5. Torque equal to, already given in the formula, that is 35,820 Newton meter. So this has to be converted into Newton mm, 358.2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton mm. So shear stress equal to 60 Newton per mm square here. And theta is 1 degree per 3 meter length. So theta is pi by 180 and length of the shaft is 3 meter. So here modulus of rigidity, that is G equal to 80 giganewton per meter square. So that is, giga is nothing but 10 to the power of 9. So here meter is has to convert into mm. So then it is 0.8 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square. So here we need to design the hollow. So first we are going to design the shaft based on the strength. So next we will design the shaft based on the torsional rigidity. So whichever is the max, we have to take the diameter. So here d by d, small d by capital D equal to 3 by 5. So that is small d equal to 0.6 capital D. Torque equal to pi by 16 into tau into capital D power 4 minus small d power 4 by capital D. So that's why it is pi by 16 into tau into d cube into 1 minus 0.6 power 4. So small d is replaced with the capital D. So that's why we were taken out the capital D. So then this is the equation. So here we are substituting the values of torque, shear stress. So from that we are going to find the diameter of the shaft. So here torque value is 358.2 into 10 to the power of 5, pi by 16 into tau is 60 into, here this value is 0.870. So from this d value is 151.73 mm. Small d is 0.6 into capital C, so that's why it is 91.03 mm. Nothing but 92 mm. So capital is 151 and small d is 92 mm. So here we are designing the shaft based on the torsional rigidity. So torsional, when we are considering torsional rigidity, the formula is T by J equal to G theta by L. So here all other values were given in the problem. So here we are going to find the value of J equal to TL by G theta. T equal to, already given, 358.2 into 10 to the power of 5 into length is 3 meters. So that's why it is 3000 by 0.8, G value 0.8 into 10 to the power of 5 into pi by 180. So all this should be in mm. So J equal to 76962556 mm per 4. So from this, by solving this equation, we'll get the J value as this much. So already we know that J equal to, for hollow shaft, pi into capital outer diameter power 4 minus inner diameter 4 by 32. So by substituting J value here and capital small d equal to 0.6 into capital D. So by taking out this D, so by solving this equation, we'll get the diameter as 173.23 mm, whereas small d is 103.94. So here, considering the strength and rigidity, the large diameter to be taken. The considered as safe value, therefore the designed values are capital D equal to 173.23 and small d is 103.9 mm. So here there is a chance of both torsion strength. We can find the size of the shaft based on both strength and as well as the rigidity. How means, here in the problem they have given the torque value, and here it is given as shear stress value is given and angle of twist is given. When the shear stress value is given, we can able to find, when the stress is given, the stress is nothing but strength. So we can find the diameter of the shaft based on the strength. So here angle of twist is given. So that's why we can able to find the diameter of the shaft based on the rigidity. So here both the cases are possible. So that's why we need to solve the problem based on strength as well as rigidity. So whichever is the max, so that is the safe value for the design. So important one is so in strength, important one is torque equal to pi by 16 into Fs into d outer diameter 4 minus inner diameter per 4 by outer diameter. Here from this you can able to find the capital D directly and small. When you are considering the torsional rigidity, so here T by J equal to G theta by L is the important one. From this the unknown value is J. From J, that is J value is pi into D power 4 minus small d power 4 by 32. So from this you can able to find the capital D value and small d value. So here in this case, which is the maximum one by, so considering torsional rigidity, we are getting the D value as 173 and small d value as 103. Whereas in strength it is 151 and 92. So here torsional values are more, rigidity by, so while considering the rigidity, the more values, D values are more. So that's why we were taken D value as 173 and small d as 103 m. So next third problem is calculate the diameter of the overhead line shaft from the following particulars. Power transmitted 24 kilowatts. Ratio in belt tensions is 2. Permissible shear stress is 12 Newton per mm square. Permissible deflection is 2 mm per meter length. The shaft is supported at one end and is 1 meter long. Take G equal to 0.8 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square per shaft material. So here shaft is supported at one end. The shaft is supported at one end means it is like cantilever beam. So here we can able to design the problem based on lateral rigidity because the deflection value is given. So there is no angle of twist, here only the deflection is given. That's why we can able to find the problem based on the lateral rigidity. So power is equal to 24 kilowatt, it is 2400 watts. And speed equal to 180 rpm. Diameter of pulley is 1.2 meter, that is 1200 mm. Ratio of belt tensions T1 by T2 equal to 2. Shear stress is 12 Newton per mm square. So delta permissible deflection is 2 mm per meter length. And length of the shaft is 1 meter, that is 1000 mm. G equals 0.8 into 10 to the power of 5. E value is 2 into 10 to the power of 5 Newton per mm square for shaft material. Theta is also given, that is 0.5 degree per meter length. So here we are going to find the diameter of the shaft based on both lateral and torsional rigidity. So here T1 and T2 ratio is given. So there is, first we need to find the T1 and T2 values. So here power is given. So power equal to T1 minus T2 into V. V is the velocity of the belt. So V equal to pi dn by 60. D is the diameter of the pulley. So here it is meter per second. V value is in meter per second. Then power will be in watts. So dP is 1.2. Speed is 180. So from this we can find the V value as 11.309 meter per second. T1 by T2 equal to 2. So here T1 equal to 2 T2. So by applying T1 value at here and V value at here, so P is 24,000. So from this we can able to find the T2 value. T2 equal to 212206 newtons. T1 equal to 2 in, so T1 equal to 2 T2. So it is double the T1, T2. So first considering the lateral rigidity. This it is like cantilever beam. Then the deflection of the beam equal to WL cube by 3 En. Here the constant is 1 by 3. So weight is nothing but T1 plus T2. That is 4,244 plus 2,122. So that is total weight is 6,366 newtons. So here I equal to moment of inertia of shaft, that is pi d to the power of 4 by 64. So by applying the value set here, pi so by applying all these values at here, 2 is delta value is 2, T equal to W equal to 6,366 plus into L is 1000 cube into 3 into 2 into 10 to the power of 5 into pi into d to the power of 4 by 62. From this D value is 101.96 mm. So here we are considered the lateral deflection. So while considering the torsional rigidity, T by J equal to G theta by L. So torque equal to T1 minus T2 into R. So that is torque equal to, torque value will be 2122.0659 Newton meter. So already we know the formula T by J equal to G theta by L. So while applying T value at here, J is pi d to the power of 4 by 32 equal to G is 0.8 into 10 to the power of 5 into theta is 0.5 into 5 by 18 into by 1000. So by solving this equation, we'll get the D value as 74.59 mm. For torsional rigidity, from torsional rigidity, D is 74.59. From lateral rigidity, D value is 101.96 mm. So therefore, the safe diameter D equal to 101.96 mm. So here we can able to find both cases, like using lateral rigidity and torsional rigidity when so both twist, angle of twist and deflection is given. So we can able to find the diameter of the shaft based on both the cases. In any case, so the maximum diameter should be the applicable diameter, that is safer diameter. So in this way we can able to find the diameter of the shaft in both the cases. Since if some two shafts A and B are made of same material, the diameter of the shaft A is twice as of the shaft B. The power transmitted by the shaft A will be 8 times the shaft B. So two shafts will have equal strength if diameter of both shafts is same, angle of twist of both the shafts is same, material of both the shafts is same, twisting moment of both the shafts is same. So when the twisting moment of both the shafts is same, the strength of the two shafts will be equal. So this is about the design of shaft based on the rigidities, that is from lateral rigidity and from the torsional rigidity. So when there is an angle of twist, then it is torsional rigidity. So when there is a deflection, then it is lateral rigidity. So based on these, we can able to find the diameter of the shaft based on these two cases.